My heart pounded in my chest as I slowly regained consciousness. The room was dimly lit, and I could feel the cold, damp concrete floor against my skin. My head was throbbing, and I struggled to remember how I ended up here. As the fog lifted, I realized I had been captured by the cult I had been investigating and exposing for months. A sinister voice echoed through the room. "Ah, the little troublemaker is finally awake." I looked up to see the cult leader, a man with an unsettling smile and cold eyes, standing before me. "What do you want from me?" I managed to say, my voice trembling. "We wanted to show you just how much we despise you," he sneered. "You dared to interfere with our sacred rituals, and now you will pay for it." "You people are sick," I retorted. "You can't justify your actions with some twisted belief." "Oh, but we can," he replied calmly. "You see, we have a long history of performing these rituals to bring about an eclipse, a moment of ultimate power and connection with our gods. By not participating, you disrupted the balance, and now we must make things right." I could feel the weight of their hatred and anger towards me. "You're the ones who need to be stopped," I said defiantly. The cult leader chuckled darkly. "Oh, we'll stop, but not before completing the eclipse. Your death will ensure our success." As panic washed over me, I knew I had to find a way out of this nightmarish situation. After some time, the cult members left, leaving me alone in the basement. I carefully inspected my surroundings, searching for any potential means of escape. Near a dusty corner, I noticed a small crack in the wall. It seemed like my only chance. Using all my strength, I managed to widen the opening enough to squeeze through. I found myself in a narrow, dimly lit hallway, which I cautiously followed, hoping it would lead me out of this hellish place. As I explored the cult's base, I encountered several cult members patrolling the area. I had to be agile and quick, avoiding them at all costs. A few times, I hid behind crates and crept along the shadows, narrowly escaping their notice. In one tense moment, I found myself face to face with a cult member. But before he could react, I lunged at him, engaging in a desperate struggle for survival. I managed to overpower him, rendering him unconscious. The adrenaline rush only fueled my determination to bring down this malevolent cult. As I delved deeper into the base, I stumbled upon their hidden archives. Ancient texts and forbidden knowledge adorned the shelves. Through my investigations, I learned about their beliefs in the eclipse, which they believed to be a ritualistic event that occurred every 100 years. According to their twisted doctrine, the eclipse marked the time when they would achieve enlightenment and immortality by sacrificing hundreds of innocent lives in a horrifying mass murder and suicide spectacle. My blood ran cold as I realized the scale of the horror they were planning. I continued my exploration, gathering evidence against the cult and learning more about their weaknesses. Along the way, I found tools and resources that could aid me in my escape. I pocketed a small knife and a makeshift map of the base, which included the location of the front gate. Finally, I reached the front gate, but to my dismay, it was securely locked. Desperation threatened to overwhelm me, but I refused to give up. Using the skills I had honed during my investigations, I managed to pick the lock and stepped out into the night, free from the oppressive clutches of the cult. My mission was far from over, though. With the evidence I had collected, I contacted the police and shared everything I knew about the cult's practices and plans. They took my report seriously and swiftly organized a raid on the cult's base. As the police stormed the compound, I watched from a safe distance, my heart pounding with a mix of fear and relief. Gunfire erupted and chaos ensued as the cult members fought back. It was a tense and violent confrontation, but the police finally overwhelmed them, subduing the cult and arresting its members. The sun began to rise as the ordeal came to an end. I knew that justice had been served. Thanks for watching. For more scary stories like this, subscribe and comment. See you next time. Sweet dreams.